Protecting your assets is always a good idea. Most of the time when you're starting out your career, it's not as important, if there is such a thing as not important. But if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have your own business, you must start considering your asset protection. And it's multifaceted. What kind of corporate entity do you want? An LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp? The old days of, hey, I want a Delaware corporation for anonymity, that's kind of really gone. Florida gives you as much, preservation of anonymity and things as you could possibly really need. But, are you going to be a multiple member LLC? Are you a single member LLC? Single member LLCs don't do anything for asset protection, which is why a lot of times when there's a single entrepreneur, you got to add another party to your LLC, but a lot of people don't want partners. There's a component of your estate planning that has to be thought of. Do you want things in a trust? Do you want things in a will? How do you want the transition from your corporate assets to be given to the next generation if you have children? As you progress in business, it becomes more and more important. In Florida, just out of the gate, any transfer or any asset protection move you make within 6 months of a lawsuit or a claim can immediately be undone. And they use 6 months as sort of this general barrier. Can it be longer? Sure it can. I mean, if there's fraud claims, it can go back much further. But as a general rule, we like to say, get your stuff set up 6 months prior to anything bad happening. And then you got to worry about how does that match up with your estate planning. But are your assets in qualified retirement programs? Are your assets in bank accounts that are held as tenants in the entirety if you're married? Are the bank accounts in a trust? Is it a revocable trust? There's so many aspects of corporate entrepreneurship that should be reviewed for asset protection purposes. And yet, it should be done ahead of time. Most people don't like to do it. And again, if you spend an hour of my time ahead of time getting you the ideas of how you can basically get yourself asset protected before you start, the litigation costs are extraordinary. So I can save you a ton, and the firm can save you a ton if you just come and see us ahead of time.